Hello, everybody, and welcome to my screencast today about GitHub. This is the first time that I've been using the GitHub application, and I've been realizing how beneficial it is for us to know about this application and the users and how do you actually use it. When I actually learned about this in the class the other day, I wanted to go in and try it on my own and really understand what pull requests are and how do you create this request and what are the real benefits of it. For my screencast today, I'm just going to go over about what I basically read and understand about pull requests. So once you get on the GitHub software, you understand that you have different versions of files that you can have between the collaborators that you're collaborating with. And I think the one good thing about this is that whenever a collaborator of mine and my team is making a change in the version document, he can make the change and then send it to me with the help of a pull request, and I can review them and accept or deny those changes. So it just makes you able to make any changes that it has to be making a branch in a repository on GitHub or anything, you can do it. In addition to that, these pull requests can be basically discussed and reviewed. Once you have the option of making a pull request, it takes you to a review page where it gives you like a high level overview of changes between the branches. And I think it's really cool that you can add the summary of all the proposed changes that you are trying to make. Again, you can review changes and etc. Um, and the best thing about it is, like I mentioned before, other contributors can view the proposed changes. So if you commit these changes, like it's going to appear in a chronological order when you see it on your GitHub. Um, so that's basically what a pull request does. And I think this is a really good website that tells, just clears up what pull request function is. Then when I was trying to make a pull request in GitHub, this is the website that I used. And I think it's really detailed and really accurate in terms of what you really have to do. And I followed this, and it was just really good. What this article basically says is, like, there are just 7 to 8 steps that you have to follow in order to make like a pull request works. So the first step would definitely like to fork a repo, which is generally located on the top right corner out here, and it creates the new copy of the same uh, version of your repo. And this includes the codes, branches, or commits from the original repo. Then you can clone it to the open terminal and make any edits that you want to, and then submit it as a pull request. So all you really have to do, this is where you have to make the changes, and then you can make a pull request here, open a pull request. You can leave comments out here regarding what the change was, why was it required, and things like that. Basically a summary, and the other person would know. I think these 8 steps are super helpful. It basically tells you, like, in order to make a pull request, you need to find a project that you want to contribute to. You need to know how to fork it, then clone it to your local system, make any changes that you want to, and push it back to your repo and make any pull requests. I think it's a really helpful, useful website. So if anybody wants to really learn how to make a pull request, they can refer to this. And I just wanted to know more about pull requests, so I was just searching more about it, and I came to know the benefits of pull requests. Now that I read this, I feel like it's such a useful software that I feel like if I had known more about it during my internship time, I think I would have used it, because I was working with versions of files between my collaborators, and definitely it required multiple changes throughout a course of 2 months, and it would just have been super easier if we had collaborated on GitHub. In that manner, I think it would be more efficient. We would be able to just review each other's work more carefully. Any comment or changes could be made before submitting any piece of work, or any accepting any merge into your version. In addition to that, it's just really helpful in reducing conflicts. Sometimes you review, um, sometimes it's just clearer, what the other person is doing with the version of his file. So you're just increasingly aware of what is happening in the code base. So there is less need of a dig to see what all individuals are committing, since requests are for external review come quite often. Again, it's clearer responsibility. You can address who has sent the pull request and give them feedback directly to them. I think it's like the website says, developers have a greater sense of code ownership and responsibility, since they're the only one giving the final green light to merge and deploy their code. So that's really like the big picture of what pull request helps you to do. Um, when I was trying this on my own, I had a lot of fun. I can just show you an example of it, of how I did it. If I just go here and oh, I'm sorry, this is not the right one that I was working with. Okay, so if I want to go to the fourth and add a proper description of the course, so I can just go here and I can fork it, so it sends the repo to my file, my desktop, and then I can just go edit it. So once I hit the edit button, I can see that the course description is here. So if I want to change something, so for example, it says ASCII 2 is a course dedicated to focusing on relevant and current technology. The course is taught in person instead our building. The class is focused. Our professor's name is Brian. I can see it. The professor's name is Brian Owen. So I can just edit. I feel like this is important because you need to know who is teaching the course. So if I were to do that, then I would just like say here like updated the course description and added in the professor's name. So I just said that, so it's just gonna I can just do that. I can just commit the changes, and then it's gonna take me here. Oh, I think what I should have done in place of that is just like I should have done that and then create a new branch. uh, Added in the professor's name. So I can do that and then just continue to do that. I think it's not going to take in because I already committed to the change. So I guess I can add, you can just add something to it, and then I think, so propose the file change. So here is when I can create a pull request. So it just tells me that I can create the pull request, and then it's been sent. So they can read my description, which is added in the professor's name in the description, whatever it is, and then if they agree to my change of the version, then they can merge it, and then it would be on the same page. So that's how it's really done. So I find this super interesting and helpful, and I feel like GitHub is something that I'm going to be using a lot more, understanding what the benefits are and the uses especially, and I'm sure it's going to be very helpful. Thank you very much for watching my screencast, and I can't wait to explore more about the same. Thank you.